And people ask me all the time what my favorite vehicle to work on is, and they assume it's gonna be Honda Civic, some old Honda Civic or Toyota Camry or something like this. But honestly, it's gotta be one of my least favorite vehicles to work on. And welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. Wondering why I'm on this bike? I'm just doing my morning exercise. It's getting cold outside. I don't feel like there's gonna be a fall this year. It just seems like winter came early. I always try and exercise a few times a week. If I'm not getting out to play disc golf, it's getting a little bit colder. And I don't like riding my bike on the road out here. People drive sketchily. So over the past couple of weeks, I've been using this indoor bike. I used to ride my bike a ton growing up back out on the country roads in Tennessee. And yeah, this is gonna be my daily workout here in the winters. Yesoul sent me this bike, so I'll show it to you real quick before I start the video. I didn't pay anything for it, so I'm gonna show it in the video for a second. This thing has an adjustable flywheel. The app works super good. You just hook your phone right up to this, so you can charge your phone in the morning. I like to use the ride-along mode, but this thing has a ton of different options for different workouts and exercises. So if you want one like this or one of the other models, check out the link in the description and pinned comment for a great deal. And this episode is going to be pretty interesting. I got a customer who bought a car on an online auction. It wasn't even working when it showed up. He just paid like running car, old car price for it, and I had to put over $1,000 worth of work into it just to get it running. Well, it's got another issue. He's got to move out of state with it, so let's go see if we can get that fixed. Also, the cooling fans don't work, and they're moving to Texas. So that's gonna be a few $100s for that too. I don't even know what's wrong with them. I haven't diagnosed it. They're not getting power though. Alright, let's see if I get this hood to stay up. Low on power steering fluid. Because it's everywhere over here. Leaking out of this hose, from here, from there, from down there. So I'm gonna have to get down there to the rack and loosen that. Hopefully it's not tricky. I think it was only supposed to take like an hour or something though, so probably shouldn't be. And if it wasn't leaking all over the hose up there anyways, the other common suspect is that O-ring down there. Feeling warmed up, but I gotta stretch. And people ask me all the time what my favorite vehicle to work on is, and they assume it's gonna be Honda Civic, some old Honda Civic or Toyota Camry or something like this. But honestly, it's gotta be one of my least favorite vehicles to work on. Especially when they have the V6, the 4-cylinder, no big problem. But it's not the motor that makes me not like working on these. It's just the age. Yeah, it's more expensive to work on a Land Rover or something, and maybe harder to do on a newer vehicle, but I think those people already know that. And when you're working on a vehicle like this, it's usually a college kid or somebody saving money, and even though the repairs cost less, to them it costs more, you know what I mean? So usually it's a lot more stressful for everybody involved when that's the case. So working on old stuff like this, trying to fix it for as cheap as possible and fixing the bare minimum, it's really stressful for me because part of me rides on that as well. So they don't want to replace everything that's messed up, you know. No, recycle the hose, even though it's getting dry rotted or whatever. Just replace the reservoir, just replace the pump. And the hose goes out. Hey, ever since you messed with this last time, it's been having an issue. Yeah, well, those are the people that do that too. On those nicer cars though, those people will do it too, but you can kind of afford to be extra careful on those cars when you're charging more. Anyways, don't hate doing it, but it's not my favorite. I wouldn't say a Land Rover is my favorite either. I'd say something in between, maybe 5 years old. Probably just a call out for a no start. Everybody knows what that is: starter, alternator, battery, something like that. Just something simple, something straightforward. I've never had people not pay me over one of those or fight with me. Yeah, it's getting all over everything. Let's get to it. This might be in vain trying to wipe up the oil, but I kind of buy like a couple of sweaters a year, and the old ones I'll start using for work, and then the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 nice ones I have I'll save for a year or 2 until they start getting a little beat in, and then I'll use them for work. So I just kind of buy 2-3 sweaters a year, and this one's, I started using it for work a couple years ago, but it's starting to get beat up. I don't care if it gets dirty, I think was the point I was about to make. I'm wearing some sweatpants under here. I kind of regret getting dirty a little too soon, but guess I'll buy some new sweatpants and sweatshirts soon for this winter. I think I'm definitely gonna have to jack it up to get under there, so might get a little dirty, we'll find out. I'm pretty sure it's just this and those two holding it on up here, so let's get under there. It's on a jack stand, it always is. Sometimes people don't see it. I usually say it is if you can't see it, but figured I'd just show you because some people are still, even if I say it, commenting, "Where's your jack stand, Ernie?" Bruh, I just told you. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh boy, this looks fun. Could be worse. I believe it's this line going up to the top of the rack and pinion there. I could probably reach it through some way, yeah. It could have been one of those two. That would have been bad. And it goes up here through a little bushing that's on a little bracket. I'm gonna have to remove this hose to unbolt, and then that sensor on it. Clean all this up first, and then I'll bring the tools I think I need, see how far that gets me. Once again, I've ended up with the wrong part. So I'm gonna go get the right part, but I'll be back in 40 minutes now. Golly. All right, I got the right hose. I had to run to the hub for that, so a little further than normal, but I don't know how I ended up with the wrong hose on that. Either way, that's been happening a lot. Yeah, that's not moving. That happens all the time over here on these tracks in downtown, so I'm probably gonna be here for 10 or 15 minutes waiting on this train before I get back to that. Then I've got lunch, and then I think I have to change some plans because my kids have a birthday party I'll probably go to with them tonight, so might not get as much done today as I was hoping. And everybody else that doesn't have to, they're not staying to wait. Literally right when that lady turned around, it started to move. We'll get going here in a second. Well, if I remembered that, I probably would have just saved the exercise for tomorrow and got a little bit more work done this morning, but oh well. Let's go ahead and get this car done. It's definitely gonna be longer than an hour now. Dang. Yeah, look how much bigger this one is. Obviously, that looks better. That looks more like the right size. That's why I knew it was the wrong one before I even tried to put it in there. I was like, that is not the right shape or size, so. Try to. All right, dang, my camera got oily. All I could do under there was that one bracket. So I got the wheel off on the driver's side and I could reach through there. I need to grab some gloves. And I can't do it by hand, so I've just got to do like, reach in there, readjust this, half a turn. Like that. Oh, it's oily now. And then use the wrench to spin it. So doing that, there's one other bracket that's super hard to get to. And then should be easy to put back together. I want to take the sensor out with it. I've already got that unplugged. All right, here's my solution to getting that last bracket. I don't think I need that many extensions. I'll probably have to take this long one off. I just grabbed the ones I had with me. Yeah, easy peasy with that extension. I just took a section out. This should come out now. It's obviously probably gonna be caught on something though. Yep. Well, that was hard enough to get out that I just cut it. So that makes me worried for putting the other one in, but I'm gonna try putting the other one in from the bottom instead of taking it out from the top like I did doing it from the top. All right, through the bottom was definitely the way on that. Just a little bit of kapoom, kapop past those corners and stuff. Didn't even have to bend the line or anything. Sometimes I'll bend it gently and then bend it back gently. I have a tube bender, but I won't ever use one of those on a preformed line. And I've got to get this little bushing off, so I'm just going to cut this because I already put that other line on. Just slice it, and then we'll put that on in the other brackets and that sensor. And then we'll bleed it, so probably 20 minutes. Okay, literally forever, way too long later, I got that started. I had to do a little bit of tweaking on that hose to get it straight in there. I thought it was straight forever. That's something on my face. And then I went back under there and guess finally got it straight again. A bunch of paper cuts too. All right, that took way too long. Time to get this cleaned up and get out of here. That was like probably 2 hours. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. I never charge extra for something like that because I just charge the same when I'm extra fast. Sometimes people are like, dang, you did that fast, do I get a discount? And I'm usually like, no, I'm just fast. So same deal there. Whenever it takes a little bit longer, just because my skills weren't able to put it in the amount of time it should have, I'm not charging extra for that either. So win some and lose some. Make sure you subscribe. I'll keep making more videos, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.